Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Joy Toy time again. After a couple of acid rain mode videos, this is the Russian Naval Infantry. Look, really nice figures on the back, and the artwork is very nice, decent on the front. And I have a confession to make. I actually don't own any of them Joy Toys modern military figures. It's either World War II or sci-fi. So this will be a bit of a new adventure for me. Shock. Why don't I own them? Well, more because I'm into sci-fi and fantasy. But I have to say the World War II stuff did tickle my fancy, as it was. I thought, let me try this modern stuff too. I've got new toy high. Okay. Looks pretty cool. I do like their new display boxes. Let's have a look inside. So each figure comes with an alternate head. It looks like it's a helmeted head and an alternate head. So you can't take the helmets off and put the helmets on. There are 5 figures in there. Weapons are next to them. So I'm not sure if there's an insert behind at the moment. I'll have a look when I take that in a second. It looks pretty cool. So let's get this out and see what it's about inside. There is no insert behind, so there's less accessories in this set than with some of the, nearly all the recent. Whoa, whew! That is strong. Less accessories than a lot of the recent Joy Toy releases. We have a list here. It shows the figures, what they come with. One's got a shotgun. It looks like 3 have got the same rifle, I think it looks like. One's got a heavier one. Some spare hands, pistol, no spare joints, and the tactical vests, etc. And then the figures sort of set up on the back there. So let's have a look. So we have sniper rifle with tripod. That's really nice. I like that. We have, oh, that's 2 of these, not 3 of these. 2 of these guns here. And in fact, they're not even the same. They are different. So maybe none of the guns are the same. We have this heavier sort of machine gun one here. And we have this, I'm guessing, tactical shotgun here as well. And we have 1, 2, 5 hands, not pairs, 5 hands spare. You have our figures, which are got all their vests and stuff in there already, which I prefer them coming this way. And these do look like some hardcore heavy bulletproof vests they got too. All combat coloured. And these helmets are non-removable. I take that back. They are glued on. You could peel these helmets off those heads if you wanted to. Use them for something else. And they come with these alternate unhelmeted heads. He's got like a short back and sides. He just pretty much, it's got a bit of a parting and short hair there. Almost a Hitler parting there, but no tash and not black hair. We have, what's this one here? Okay. Short all over, decent apps, decent sculpt. Black kit. Well, he's sad. He's like, he reminds me of the expression of that bloke from the English comedy sitcom Porridge. Is it Group? The guy who was running the prison, the criminal in charge of the prison. That sort of grumpy face. I've forgotten his name. And then the last one. Just a bit of an angry look, but still pretty cool. And then we have spare hands. The hands aren't with the joint. The joint stays in their wrist, and you attach the hand after. I'll just put that on top for now. I won't look at the hands unless I need to a bit later. Okay, so let's have a look at the figures. Their vests appear to be identical on the front. They all come with pistols that do come out or don't come out. Let's have a look. Okay, there's pistols and all of them that are already holstered, and they all come out. There are no knives that I can see, which is a shame. You think being in naval infantry they'd have a knife, but nope. So apart from that, they look almost identical. Except what else? The sort of collar appears to be wider and maybe higher than others, so there you can distinguish. But the faces are pretty nondescript with the helmets on. They look almost the same. It's only when you take the helmets off you'll start to see a difference. If I show something that looks quite different, so if I show this guy and this guy, you see that this guy's chin's underneath, and this one as well. This one's wider, and then this one, his chin is over. So they do look slightly different. Okay, let's look at articulation as they are. I'll use this guy whose chin is over, so he might have a slight advantage on his head. He can look left and right, down and up, side to side. Shoulders, I was expecting slightly higher, but it's still over flat, so I'm not going to complain. Bicep bend, looks like it's going to be good. Oh yeah, really, really good there. Not quite to Acid Rain World standard, but his left arm is particularly good. His right arm is acceptable. They have this new system on the wrists, which I understand, but I'm not 100% keen on it because you've got to line up the wrist joint with the hand to get the articulation you want. They have trunk articulation, but this vest stops it. Waist articulation, so they can go side to side, forwards, backwards, and around on the waist. Hips only so far, and the sculpt and the stuff on their pouches and belts gets in the way. Thigh turn, at the moment his wrist is this and this, but you can change that any way you want. Double kneecap, nice and tight. His gun actually gets in the way on that one, this pistol. And on the foot, there's ankle turn, which is great. There is swivel side to side. There is a really nice tippy toe. And then the dorsal flexation looks like it's not going to be so good, or maybe I'm speaking too soon. Oh, it's pretty good. Decent articulation, I have to say. Okay, let me swap these heads around, and then I'm going to arm them up. In fact, look at this guy with his chin down. No, yeah, sort of a left and right, not really up and down, not really side to side. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, let's swap their heads around. Then I will tool them up, and we have a little comparison and see what we think. I do like these. I do think they look nice. I'm tempted to get more. They will work in a sci-fi setting too. I've just realised, apart from one, all of the neck pegs came out. That's going to break my teeth, that one. Alright, give me a second. I'm just going to get all these neck pegs out. I'll be back in an instant. Okay, I've taken one out and decided I'm going to show you an easy way to do this, if you're not sure how, rather than using your teeth. You need a pair of very thin, tiny scissors. No, you won't damage your toy. And all you want to do is slide under the lip on the barbell. Very gently. When you're underneath, you can just pick up and it will pop out very easily. These scissors are so small and thin. Again, it's from this nail care kit that they're more likely to bend than actually break your toy. So again, slide underneath the little lip, pull up, very simple. And I think I've got one more, is that right? Yeah. Very easy. Save your fingers, save your teeth and whatnot. Okay, so it's small barbell head into the neck, big one into the head. There we go. What I like about the instructions they give is that they usually show... Oh, they don't show on this one. I'm taking that back. They usually show how to disassemble the figure. They're not showing on this one. Okay, let's put these other heads on. Oh, that one does not want to go on there. Okay, he's in. So some of these, their chins are going to be so low. He's in. He's in. He's in. And the last one. Now what I will do is I will put these closer to the camera so you can get a better look while I'm tooling up the other ones with weapons, with their weapons. Okay, so let's put this out the way. Let's put this guy here, this guy here, this guy next to him here, and then this guy here, and then I start tooling up the other way around. So let me start with, I guess the difficult gun first will be probably the sniper rifle, since it appears to have the longest stock. So let's see, this guy becomes unintentionally the sniper. His hands aren't rubbery enough. They need to be slightly more rubbery, like acid rain, so you can hold this rifle better. But you can hold it okay as it pops out of his joint. And again, his vest is getting in the way of bringing the gun across his body so he can reach with the other hand. Or rather, getting his other hand across, he can reach the gun. So that is going to be an issue. When he does get it, it's going to pop out of his hand. Maybe it's worth changing the hands of that. I'll just put that gun to his side for the time being. Get him to stand up. Have a look at the gun. Let's do shotgun. That should be quite easy. This guy's hand is slightly better, I think, for holding the shotgun. Again, having that vest and these non-rubbery hands, or not rubbery enough hands, is making it tough to keep hold of that gun while fighting against the resistance from the vest to get the hand across. He can hold that okay, not as good as the other Joy toy, and not as good as I said Renault, but that's okay. Next, let's have a look. In fact, let me check these 5 hands. Since there's 5 of them, are they all right hands? Are they a mixture of right and left? Because if it's all right hands, giving a tighter grip, that could be a great move. So we have, let's have a look. No, that's a left hand, and that is a fist. That is a left hand gun, right hand fist, right hand tight, that's good, and a left hand tight. So it's a couple of things you can do with that. You can make one or two, well, one with a tighter right hand, one with a tighter left hand, and then see what you can work out with the rest. Can he aim this one? Again, I think the vest is going to get in the way. Oh, no, I think this one can do. Ooh, but that now is coming out. The stock comes out. Come on, come on, come on. You need slightly longer hands. Yeah, the stock's coming out of his shoulder, but he looks all right. Obviously better with the stock was in his shoulder. Next. I'll just put him holding that one in the air. And then lastly, this is the machine gun. He's got a tighter right hand, so actually he might be better for some of the other guns than this one. And because he's got a tighter right hand, ooh, he can actually hold his gun pretty decently. Still, the stock is not going to the shoulder, and it's a struggle to get his other arm across to hold the gun, since again the vest is sort of stopping that articulation from happening. And I get it, again the stock jumps out of the shoulder where we want it to be. That's almost there. So what do I think? I think they look good. I think the weapons look good. I think the helmet heads, even though they're very blank, you know, you could paint the eyes and ink and stuff look better. You could, let me have a look, since I'm reviewing this. Can you peel off the, there you go. You can take the head off the helmet. There's a small peg inside, which would be quite difficult to get off. You have to sand that with a little Dremel very carefully to damage it inside. Then you can use those helmets on other figures maybe. I want to really like them, but I can't because of that issue with the hands and the vests, you know, getting away with articulation. Let's have a comparison to a couple of other figures. As I said, I don't have any modern military stuff. I do have some other bits I can compare. First, in fact, let me get out my anti-aircraft missile vehicle. These guys match up quite well with this because the color scheme they've got and the color scheme on the actual vehicle. You know, you could have these guys were not on top, you know, killed by the missile if it gets shot. You had these guys posing around this and they look pretty good. That'll work pretty well, and this will be in just the videos if you've not seen that review yet. It's actually a really cool vehicle with a couple of gripes with it, but nothing hugely major. Let's compare them with the Osprey Commando, who I've just reviewed, and he no doubt will be in suggested videos as well, or at the end of the this review he will turn up. In fact, let me give these guys, make it fair, let me give them a ooh, there is no swivel on the foot. That is a bit disappointing, if I'm honest. I was expecting a swivel, but there's not. Alright. They have the toe articulation, but there's no swivel there. He just wants to fall backwards. Here's the Osprey Commando. It's gone down a bit. Both look pretty cool, but I have to give this win to the Osprey Commando. I think he looks better. He poses better, though his gun is sort of massive, not really realistic for the scale. But they could work together. Okay, let's get him upright and see what size comparison is like. Okay, so he is upright. Move this guy over, backpack straight. They scale very, very well together as well. In fact, perfectly together as you would hope. This is a decent set, but again, the thing that's really getting me is the vest should be come in not be so much here, but more here, so the arms can come across, and I'm not satisfied with these hands. If I look at one of the Joy Toy First Legion spears, their hands are more rubbery, so they get more of a grip. There's more spring back, so they can hold things far easier than these Russian Naval Infantry figures can. It's a shame. I reckon if that grip was better, you know, then I'd be far more convinced to get more of the modern lines. And obviously, if the vest was cut slightly more, that would really convince me. Having said that, I do think they look great. They are great. He's obviously had too much vodka. They are a great set for getting a pose, if you can, and then having them just you know, on your shelf. Even like a pose like this, like a team photograph, they look pretty damn decent, it has to be said. And the other thing, again, there's not that many accessories. You look at like the World War II sets. We've had the Russians, we've had the what else we've had? We've had like 4 German ones, and we've had 2 American ones. They all come with loads of accessories. These guys just feel kind of unloved in comparison to their World War sort of II counterparts. But they do look great nonetheless, regardless of any issues that I may have with them. You might think they're fantastic once you get hold of them. I think they're good, but they could have been a lot better. This is Awesome Action Toy signing out, saying please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.